Hi, this is Anthony down here at the Music Factory in Costa Mesa. Want to demonstrate to you guys some warm-up exercises, but also an exercise what really gives you perhaps some ideas on orchestration around the drum kit, just more flexibility. Remember, drumming is all about dynamic, phrasing, expression, and you gotta have technique for that. Otherwise, it's kind of hard. So I hope what I'm going to show you will help you. Some of my previous videos, I've done single moving accents. Now I would like to demonstrate the double moving accent in a right, left, or alternative single stroke mode. And it's going to look like this. We have, if we are in a 16th note mode, we basically accenting the first and the second one as a pair, and a single stroke, so right, left, followed by two ghostings. Okay, it looks like this. I'm very slow. 1 E and D, 2 E and D, 3 E and D, 4 E and D. Got it? Excellent. So that was the first pair. Now we got 4 positions we can move our pair. We got the first and the second. The next one will be the second and the third. Then we have the third and the fourth. And then we have the fourth moving back to the first one. Okay, now we're going into the second and the third one. We got 1 E and D, 2 E and D, 3 E and D, 4 E and D. Third pair starts on the end and the D. If you haven't watched some of my previous videos, I do count 1 E and D, 2 E and D. I guess the American way would be 1 E and A, 2 E and A. Again, I never adjust it, so bear with me, appreciate it. Starting on the end, 1 E and D, 2 E and D, 3 E and D, 4 E and D. And last but not least, starting on the fourth position, 1 E and D, or A, how you might count, and moving to the first. So 1 E and D, 2 E and D, 3. Again, 1 E and D, 2 E and D, 3 E and D, 4 E and D, 1. So that was very slow demonstrated. I hope you were able to follow me. I'm going to play it a little bit faster. I'm also will include my right foot, using it as the bass drum or the hi-hat, whatever you have available. This is going to be my downbeat. 1 E and D, 2 E and D. So it gives me already a second independence between my hands and my foot, and I'm also going to use my voice again, what gives me a three-way independence. So try to include as many things as you can. If you want, you can use your left foot, walk it as 1 and 2 and 1 E and D, 2 E and D, whatever you can do. You start just with your right foot, include your left foot, whatever you'd like. The more the merrier. Okay, just my right foot for now. 3 E and D, 4 E and D, 1 E and D, 2 E and D, 3 E and D, 4 E and D. And keep those ghostings slow. Keep them about an inch and a half over the pad or your snare drum or whatever surface you might be playing on. So you don't really have to hit the accent super loud. You just really focus on playing them and keep the ghosting slow, and you got a nice pair of accents right now on the first two. 1 E and D, 2 E and D, 3 E and D, 4 E and D, 1. Second exercise, we're moving to the second and the third one. 3 E and D, 4 E and D, 1 E and D, 2 E and D, 3 E and D, 4 E and D, 1 E and D, 2 E and D, 3 E and D, 4 E and D, 1. Third one, starting on the end, 1 E and D, 3 E and D, 4 E and D, 1 E and D, 2 E and D, 3 E and D, 4 E and D, 1 E and D. Watch my foot playing the downbeat. Make sure it falls together with your right hand on the 1. Solid. No flams between your hands and your foot. 1 E and D, 2 E and D, 3 E and D, 4 E and D, 1. Last exercise, starting on the 4th position, playing over to the 1. 3 E and D, 4 E and D, 1 E and D, 2 E and D, 3 E and D, 4 E and D, 1 E and D, 2 E and D, 3 E and D, 4 E and D, 1. I'm going to demonstrate a little bit faster now, and I'm going to flip each bar over to the next pair, or the next double of accents, and move it from the 1st to the 2nd to the 3rd to the 4th back to the 1st one. Okay, you can do that on the snare drum, and you can also use it as a warm-up exercise. Play that on the drum kit. You know, use the accent to replace the toms with the cymbals. Go back to the snare, whatever you'd like to do. Just make sure that everything non-accented remains on the snare drum, and keep it ghosting, keep it silent, and it's going to sound phenomenal. Okay, 3 E and D, 4 E and D, 1 E and D, 2 E and D, 3 E and D, 4 E and D, 1 E and D, 2 E and D, 3 E and D, 4 E and D, 1 E and D, 2 E and D, 3 E and D, 4 E and D, 1 E and D, 2 E and D, 3 E and D, 4 E and D, 1. Thanks.